Hello, people. This is YJ here. YJ is a Gambian, and Gambia is in West Africa. Guys, thank you so much for always being here to watch my videos. Thank you so much for your support. We are doing it now. We are talking to a lot of people, and as I promised, that no more break now. All right, I am going to keep on, pushing hard. So today, we are trying to look at the National Child Protection, all right, law in Kenya. There is something they call National Child Protection law in Kenya. Please, why we are going there, I think everybody knows. We are trying to look at the the crime that Mayani has been accused of, the crime that these haters they are facing now. It was Gintu. He was outside and he was explaining everything about, how Gintu, case was all about. This is what Mayani was doing, updating us. They say what goes around comes around. This is what is happening. We were from his revelation. He revealed something or he revealed something to us before this problem comes out. That he revealed this that somebody is trying to pay his rents, and then so that those people can talk bad against him, they can do cyberbullying against him. This was the topic that everybody was talking about, and finally this child abuse also came in. People of Nyabohanse, I think especially haters, please try to be very careful here. Try to be very careful here. I said it here several times. I used to say, do not think like you are not under any rule of law. Everybody, any country you are at, you are under rule of law. So you need to be very, very careful here. All right? What we call as a rule of law is like every country is having a governing body and is having constitution that everybody is under. So Mayani or people of Nyabohanse, I think government of Kenya need to come to that society and then do what they call civil education, trying to make sure that teach so many of you, especially the young ones there, to know their left and right, or to know their right and left. Mayani, if let's say a parent comes to you and said, my daughter is disturbing me, my daughter, I don't want her in my house. I want this daughter to go out from my house. And that particular daughter of somebody less than 18 years decided to come and stay with you. It's a crime. It's a crime. All right? You have something in your country that most of the countries they have. They call it social welfare, where there must be a body or ministry that is in charge of such, kind of cases. And your country is having national child protection. You need to make sure that you get in touch with those people and let them know that what is happening. But you should not have that particular daughter between age of even from 10 down to 17 years. You are not allowed to stay with such people. It's child abuse. More especially if you even try to have affairs with that particular daughter of somebody. It's a serious crime in your country. It's a serious crime in your country. I think these haters, they were just going like anyhow. They don't know their left and right. This is what is happening in Nyabohanse. You people were all there to tarnish Marwa's image, to say a lot about Marwa, to do a lot of things. Say, look at you. Look at yourself. Gintu, advice to you. Gintu, you are the very person who put all these people into this. Now you are running away from what is happening. And you are coming back here telling a lot of things to us. Gintu, you know that you are the team leader. You were the team player for all these rubbish that were happening. Sorry to say. But all these, dramas that were like coming out from this village is all because of you. And people need to investigate you and then find out whether you were paid to do this. This is very serious. Guys, we have some points here about this national child protection. They are talking about any person who actually happens to, you know, be, let's say having affairs with a child. Who do they call here a child? This law in Kenya is looking at anybody from, let's say, age of 1 down to 17 years. They're even seeing, even some that they are just in 18 years and they are facing this. They are all part of this law. But who do they call here as a child here? Child abuse under this law. They're talking about somebody that is below 18 years. The we say is below 18 years, even 17 years child. Any man you try to have any contact with that particular child, you are doing a crime. You are committing a crime. Serious crime. Now, another point here, they are talking about, they said any person that commits, all right, let's say, or you have relationship with a child that is from 11 years to even 17 years, know that you are committing crime in that country. I know there are so many African traditions or traditional things that that is in our societies. Okay, you will hear some people will say, the moment my child is born or my daughter is born, I have to make sure that find a husband for that child. Or within the community, somebody must have to come and tie something to the legs and said, from that day, that particular daughter of that person is going to be his wife. African traditions normally used to have such. All right. But there are so many civil education happening to make sure that people are aware of that. What they are doing is wrong. So many countries are not doing that now. So if that is the case in Kenya, the government need to pump in a lot of money to make sure that go and educate people about these things. Somebody said to you, I'm not going to, I don't have time for my this daughter. I cannot just take care of her. I cannot do nothing. So please take her. Do not take that particular child and take it to your house. Do not do that. Make sure you have to contact the social welfare. Make sure you contact your social welfare or any institution that is in charge of what? Those type of people. Contact them and let them know what is happening. It is very important. They also have point number 3 here. Okay, here they are talking about somebody happens to date with daughter of somebody from age of what? They say from 11. I can just say from 11 down to 17 again because they put it into different categories. They some people used to say my daughter is at 15 years, so she need a husband. That is also wrong. That's the reason why this law is trying to tell you different points. And they are telling you age from ranges. Let's say age range from 11 to 12 is wrong. Age range from 12 to 15 is wrong. Age range from 15 to 17 is wrong. These are the people that everybody should know that they are kids. They are kids. Nobody should be dating with such people. Sometimes some of them, if you look at their body, once you realize that they are 17 years, you think like, no, these are grown-ups. No, do not try it. To date with somebody that that is underage is a serious crime in Africa. Even in Gambia here is a serious crime. So you should make sure that you be very careful here. Point number 5, which is talking about under National Child Protection Law in Kenya. Point number 5, they are trying to tell you that, any person that is accused of this, meaning anybody who happen to be in this particular crime, all right, is a serious crime in Kenya. It's a very serious crime in Kenya. They are trying to tell you that it's an offense and it's something that we must know that it's a serious crime there, no matter what. Hey, let's try to be very careful here. Gintu, Next to Mogezi, you people try to be very careful. Go and make research about the law of your country. I always come here to try to tell you people what is happening. These are laws of your country that nobody is above it. You should be very, very careful. Okay? Continuation, they are talking about the Children Act. They say number 8 of Kenya 20001. They are talking about what they said meaning of child here. They said under 18 years. These are the people they are talking about. The meaning of child in this law, they are trying to make sure that it's clear to you. You cannot date with 17-year-old daughter of somebody. It's wrong in your country. You cannot date with 15-year-old daughter of somebody. It's a crime in Kenya. You cannot even do this thing in West. Yeah, my people, community is here. Is it possible to date with underage girl in London, in USA, or in UK rather, in Europe itself? One day you will just be sitting down, police will just come for you. This is something that actually everybody need to learn from. If you see a girl or a girl show you wanted to date with you, the first thing to find out is the age. The age of that particular girl. If it is underage, untouchable. Anywhere in the whole world, they are untouchable. Never try. Much more of in African societies. Some they realize that YJ is here, YJ is a little bit okay, he's living good and so on. Normally they come to you and said, my child is here. I want to give you my child. You raise my child off. But that is different from raise my child, adopt my child, and finally, when the child reaches 16, 17, you decide to sleep with that person. It's wrong. It's wrong. This is a serious one. So it is very advisable that if such things happen in your society, go to your authorities. Go and report the matter to the right authorities. You do documentations about it. Now, right now, you, Mayani, you are in custody. They are telling you that you committed a crime. So what can actually protect you? Hadn't been that particular parent, they came to you and said, please, this is our child. We want this child to stay with you because we cannot do nothing. What do you have to do is, you should have tried to make sure that you create some documentations, backups from your country, from your authorities, that this particular person is with me. And I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. He's underage, but I'm trying to take care of her, and I'm going to do that. If they allow you, they will give you approvals. Today should have been the day that you should pull out those things, those documents, and said, I was not doing it blindly. These are the approvals I got from the authorities. Nobody can do nothing with it. But he didn't do that. And before those people, they accept that, you have to go through different processes. So it is important that everybody know this. Let's look at age of marriage at 18 in Kenya. All right, they are trying to tell you that that is a minimum. They said a person shall not, okay, shall not marry unless that the person has what? Attained at that age of 18 years to get married. These are the points that you need to look at in your country. In your country, these are the things that you need to look at. You, Mogezi, you, Mayani, Ernesto, Gintu, you yourself, and anybody in Nyabohanse. Know the law of your country. If something happens to you, go and make research about what happened. Why? Everybody is talking about, was dating with underage, was living with a underage. Yes. Why? He did that because probably, according to the information, the parents, they approve that daughter to go and live with him. That is wrong. That is wrong. Now, the problem is if Mayani is guilty of whatsoever they might suspect of. The parents of that particular girl also, unless they came clearly and said, it was not us, it's the girl herself. We didn't know, we are not aware. Nothing can happen to those parents. But the moment parents also they came in and they come in, the moment the parents come in and also confess that they were the very one who pushed the girl to Miami, then there is a problem for those parents too. So that's the reason why even at 18 years as a girl, your parents they don't have no right to force you to get married at that stage. The law of Kenya doesn't allow it. That is what they are trying to tell you for the act. They call it as act number 4. Call it penal court. Let's go to the penal court. This is criminal responsibilities they are talking about. They said anybody that is like under 8 years, all right, under 8 years, and any man happen to do anything with that person, that one is a very serious case. That one is a very, very, very serious case. They put number 2 also, they said age from 1 down to 12 years. They said it's also part of committing crime, serious crime in Kenya. They said from 12 to 17, that is also serious crime. So what they are trying to tell you here is like, if you commit, let's say from 1 to 8, you have a problem. You have a you were kind of like dating with a child that you know that is below 8 years. If your sentence is like 10 years, you are going to serve 10 years in prison. You date with or you have affairs with a daughter that is like from 8 years to what, 12 years, that one your sentence might be reduced for you. But you are dealing with somebody also from 12 to 15, that one also there must be something called minimum prison sentence for that too. So they are sentencing you based on age in this case, based on age of those childs. Who is a child here? Somebody who is below 18 years. This is what they are trying to tell us. So, my people, these are the points that I want to share with you. And this is a serious crime now. One of the member of Jintu is in a problem. And Gintu came out, was telling everybody that he's not part of this. And Gintu came out, he's talking about, yes, he doesn't know nothing about this. He is trying to clear himself from this, that Mayani is living in his home, or he has provided a place where Mayani can stay. He said he never do that. And he doesn't know nothing about this child being staying with Mayani. Hey, Gintu, you are lying. You are lying. How many years, months, every day you are with this boy called Mayani? This is a serious line here. You're lying. You're lying to everybody, as you always do. Gintu, what you were doing, everybody told you this. People advise you based on this. That what you are doing cannot last, and it cannot last. What you are doing is criminal acts. You should not try to make sure that you continue doing it. The time has come. Marwa just touched down in Kenya. He is back home. Let's see what you are going to do. And let's see what he's going to do against you people. You know what you are doing is wrong, is criminal act. You lead this team, these young people. Now you mislead them. Today you are here telling everybody that you were not aware. This is wrong. This is very wrong. Ernesto Wegesi, see the light right now. See the light. You were not seeing light before. See the light. Wegesi, you had 2 problems, 2 occasions that can risk your life. Please stop what you are doing. It's Ernesto. Be careful. Be careful. Do not come here and then try to talk about something that you didn't know. Me, I'm not a Kenyan, I'm a Gambian, I'm an African. But look at me. I did research about this and I'm giving you very good information. So if you happen to go to the court You need to know what your court is using against Mayani. You need to know that. You need to know that. So you people now jumping everywhere. Mayani need help. Mayani need 50,000 of Kenyan money. Stop those things. Unless you hate your people, your lazy gun people, the subscribers, those you know that they were with you, pumping you, pushing you, telling you that go and report them to police, go and do this. Those people were putting you into trouble. Now you are in trouble. They decided to remove themselves from. They try to distance themselves from you people. This should be a learning lesson to everybody. Supposed to be a lesson to everybody, especially young ones in that country, young ones in that region. This is crazy. Team Marwa, this is the time that we have to clap. This is the time we have to laugh, we have to smile. God, the Almighty, decided to come to our aid. God, the Almighty, decided to come and bless us. We are on the right track, and let's continue being on the right track. These people were making this world so hot for us. Every day you go out onto the internet, YouTube street here, you will see a lot of contents about Marwa and his family. Now, if you go to the street, who do you see? Gintu, 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 Mogesi, Mogesi, Mayani, Mayani. So the bad things they were throwing against us, that those bad things now are coming back to them. Those bad things now are coming back to them. So they are feeling it, they are confused, they are panic, they don't know what to do. So we have to clap for Team Marwa. We have to clap for ourselves. And we have to stand by and then thank the Almighty for the good job that Almighty is showing to us right now. We can say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Right now, they are in serious pain. They are in serious confusion. They are in serious problem. All because of what they were throwing against somebody. It's all coming back to them.
Sophisticated and indigenously, I'm just confused, like a confused element. A, B, C, whatever. I'm just gonna be moving to.
This is a real, thing that everybody must learn from. This is something that we need to be aware of. YJ is telling you that let's welcome I am Marwa back home, and I realized that the views for him has increased and increased. Africans, let's get up and then subscribe to his channel. All right. If you are here, I am YJ's channel. Please, you don't subscribe to Marwa, go and subscribe there. Most of the people here, they were all from there. So thank you, Marwa, for the support. We are also trying to support you, and we were in the hot seat those days, just to make sure that we be in the street and then clear the way for you. Yeah, you never pay anybody, you never call anybody to tell them that please support me based on what they are saying. No, it never happened. And you stated it. Everybody knows that, yes, it never happened. So thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much, Team Marwa. And YJ is also telling thank you so much, my fellow Gambians, Yerejen Jeff. Allah Baraka. So on that note, we can see next time.